I think that gun laws in America need to be stricter because of the amount of homicides that happen in America. And I'm from New Orleans, so I hear about it all the time on the news. My mom works at the trauma center there, and I just know a lot about the homicide rate, especially in New Orleans, and I know that it's very high. And so I think it's important that we have stricter gun control, and especially on like handguns and semi-automatic guns.
I think that gun regulation is important. I don't think that guns should be given just to anybody, but I feel like that having a gun is a freedom that we have here of owning a gun, and I feel like that shouldn't be taken away, but I do feel like it shouldn't be just a freedom given to anyone.
I think that gun regulation is good, but I do not believe that all guns should be taken away. I think there should be higher standards for people who want to obtain a gun. I think that thorough background checks should be given, but I do believe that guns are good in some cases.
I think that the regulations affect campus safety because people will still have guns on campus whether they are not allowed to or not. And I know that at USM we have a no gun policy, but that doesn't mean that people still aren't going to come onto our open campus and bring their guns. So I think it affects campus safety because our campus is open, and because it's open, people have the opportunity to bring whatever they want onto our campus.
You're not allowed to have a gun legally, like a permit, until you're 21. Most students on campus are under 21, but as far as people coming onto campus with a gun, I feel like the guns shouldn't be allowed on campus unless you're licensed or you have a permit for that weapon. And if you do have a permit for that weapon, going back to question 1, I feel like there has to be a certain amount of qualifications or things that are necessary for you to be able to acquire that weapon.
I think that stricter regulations would help campus safety. It would ensure that not just anybody could walk on our campus with a gun. Since our campus is an open campus, pretty much anyone is allowed to walk on at any point in time. So higher regulations would only help campus safety.
As an RA, I feel safe on campus in the dorms and when I am like walking class to class during the daytime, but I think that sometimes I don't feel safe walking from my car, which is usually in the parking garage, to the dorm, or in the early mornings, because sometimes I have early morning meetings at like 7 a.m. so I have to leave at like 6, and sometimes then I don't feel safe because there's not that many people on campus, because college students don't want to wake up early, so there's not that many people on campus, which is always kind of like makes me feel unsafe. But other than that, I do feel pretty safe.
I do feel safe on campus. We have university police, but also I haven't been given a reason to feel unsafe on campus yet. However, there are different places or different things that have happened recently in the past on other campuses that would make me question my safety. So I feel like that we do need to do things to keep those instances from happening. So
I do personally feel safe on campus. I've never been given a reason to not feel safe on campus. I think the university does a very good job of ensuring their student safety.
I think one way that we can improve campus safety is having the buses run for longer rather than just stopping at 6, because there are night classes. People don't get out of class until 10 o'clock at night, and they might have to go from the LAB all the way to Hillcrest, and so that's kind of not a safe walk. So if the buses were to run later, it would prevent them from feeling unsafe, and yeah, I think that's one way that we can improve. Yeah.
As far as campus safety goes, I feel like we should give more opportunities for jobs in the realm of like police officers or security guards. I feel like there needs to be more of a presence on campus with the UPD, especially later in the evenings or at nighttime. I think that the blue emergency lights posted on campus, if there really is like a danger situation and you're in close quarters, you really don't have the amount of time that you need that's necessary to get to one of those. So I feel like to have more police posted at certain positions rather than having them just patrol campus driving around would be better and would make me as a student or whoever in that situation feel more safe.
I think that the university should make the campus more lit at night, especially for the people who have night classes and traveling back and forth to cars or dorms or classes. It is pretty dark in some places, so having more lights would help a lot.